Hello everyone. Today we're looking at the psychology of eating with Toby. And that's my name. My name is Toby. We're looking at the psychology behind eating. And before I start, we need to define what psychology means. Now, psychology is the knowledge of an individual's personality traits, what the individual is made up of, what drives them, what makes them happy, what makes them sad, what makes them angry, the pitch of their voice when they are upset, their emotional intelligence level, how well they are able to control their actions when everything seems to go sideways, and their ability to pick themselves up when they are down. From all of this, it's obvious that psychology is the study and observation of human behavior in relation to human interaction and environmental interaction. Today, we are looking at the psychology behind eating. What this means is that every individual have their personal reasons for eating, and some of these reasons are quenching of thirst and hunger. There are individuals that eat in a way that they eat whenever they are hungry. Now, such individuals eat because they want to quench their thirst or quench their hunger or quench both. Second point is eating for pleasure. Now, this involves watching a movie in the cinema and eating your popcorn, shawarma, hot dog, the drink, soda, juice, beer, whatever. The point here is that you are eating so as to gain pleasure, so as to get satisfaction, derive some kind of satisfaction from eating. Some others eat as a job. You can see a picture of a man here with 3 plates. Basically, he's even wearing an office shirt. He's eating as a job. You also need to understand that there are certain people in this world that eat and get paid from eating. This is not even a matter of tasting food, that's food critics. No, this is eating as a job. There are some others that are social eaters. They can only eat during parties, eat in the midst of others. They can never eat alone. You must always be in a group of others in order to eat. While some people eat to gain weight. You will see, an example is you have a movie role to play, and you need to play a fat man. Like, see the picture of this man, and you want to play this kind of role. You will eat in order to gain weight, which is still connected to eating as a job in a way, but it's still not the same thing. Some people eat as a defense mechanism. Defense mechanism is when you fall back to an earlier point in time in your life, a point where you feel safe. It involves activities that tend to help you escape from being upset, escape from negativity and things going sideways. And for some people, eating is a way of getting away from problems. Just as some people go to drink or smoke when they are feeling very upset. It is their defense mechanism. So it's the same with this. The next point is eating as a way to curb or prevent stomach ulcers. Some people eat because they have ulcer and they need to keep eating and not stay hungry so that their ulcer doesn't aggravate into something else. So those are the sports guys, the athletes. They eat as a way to replace lost energy. And last but not least, some others eat due to loneliness. Some people take their food as their closest companion, and because their food is their best friend, burgers, shawarmas, hot dogs, pizzas, those things give them joy, and because of this, they tend to eat as a substitute for loneliness. Now, these are some of the reasons why we as humans eat. When we then bring eating into psychology and combine both psychology and nutrition, what is basically being said is eating the right amount of calories, observing one's body, both mental and somatic changes, observing what we are allergic to, and eating at a time during the day when the body is able to break down and metabolize all that has been consumed. Now, understanding one's body and how fast one's body begins breaking down the food into energy and other useful calories is very vital when it comes to nutrition and psychology combined. Now, this is where we come to mind meets a healthy body, and you can see this with the healthy lifestyle that's on the side. There's an article that's done by Anne-Marie Alga, and this article has to do with comfort eating. Now, comfort eating is associated with our earlier years, the period of childbirth, when we as humans were born, and the relationships that were formed during these early stages of our life and our growth, and the association and relationships that we form as regards food, love, and comfort. So food, love, and comfort all come under one umbrella as we grow up, as we suckle on our mother's breast and receive breast milk during the suckle. What is being said here is that the food, which is the breast milk, builds a kind of connection, a kind of love, a kind of relationship, adds some extra comfort, and makes you feel closer to your mother, makes you form some kind of bond between child and mother, nursing mother. Now, in order to maintain optimum wellness, we should also understand that comfort eating, which is done according to Anne-Marie, is also very vital. Now, there are certain reasons why people comfort eat, why people have to go back to that point in life, that is to childbirth, and eat as a way of comfort. Now, people comfort eat when they are low in mood. Some comfort eat when they are feeling lonely. We said that earlier. Some comfort eat when they are tired. Some comfort eat when they are stressed. Some comfort eat when they are feeling cheesed off with the world. Some comfort eat when they are on their own, which is still linked to feeling lonely. And this means that in order to maintain optimal wellness in our minds as regards food consumption, we need to understand our bodies, understand the relationships between our bodies, food, the type of food that we take and the time we take it into our bodies. Most of this, we need to pay attention to our bodies, listen to our bodies, have time for our bodies, exercise at the right time. There's a part of your body that will always tell you to exercise, most especially places that build fat. For people who pay attention to their body, their fitness, and they begin to observe all these little changes, fat building up at some certain parts of their bodies, at that point they are aware and they know what needs to be done and they go for it. Now, psychotherapy and counseling. As a psychologist, what I majorly do is I do psychotherapy, I counsel, I help people in these ways as regards food. I help you by setting your mind to eat healthy. Now, psychotherapy basically and counseling majorly helps you set your mind to eat healthy. So it just helps to make your mind right. Number two, it helps unravel what is going on with your comfort eating. Earlier, we talked about comfort eating, which is an article that was done by Anne-Marie Alga. And unraveling what is going on with your comfort eating is also very important. That relationship, that point you go to when you were born and the comfort you were getting from getting breastfed from your mother. Psychotherapy tries to help you detach from that. You don't need to start feeling young again. You are no more young, you are older, you are growing, you are developing. So it helps to create that detachment so that you can stand on your own and don't see food as a way of comfort that will make you abuse and eat so much that it affects you. You agree with me that when you're a child, you drink milk. As you grow older, you don't drink milk like you used to drink when you were younger. As a matter of fact, if you taste breast milk now, and the way it tastes when you were young is different. Your senses has been exposed to different tastes. Your taste buds have been exposed to varieties of food. So, being young, just being brought into the world, your stomach gets used to drinking milk at first before it advances. Now, unraveling what is going on with your comfort in eating means that you are past that stage. You shouldn't be going back to that stage in the form of eating the present food, which is rice, beans, and the likes, just because you want to feel satisfied. No, it shouldn't be so. The third point is psychotherapy helps to explore your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. It also helps to resolve issues from your past, which is still linked with, the time you were born, the time you were a teenager, all of that. It helps to resolve eating as a defense mechanism. It's still connected. Eating as a form of defense means you are eating as a way to comfort it, as a way to make yourself happy. Another point is psychotherapy helps increase your self-awareness. So the beautiful thing with it is that it helps you pay attention to your body, little body changes, where there are clogs in your arteries or body fats, or you're getting migraine in your head. It helps you to be self-aware so that you can examine yourself early and notice the things that might be wrong with your whole body system at the right time. And another point is build positive relationships. Now, building positive relationships means that the relationships you form with your friends and family is also very important, because when you form these relationships, when you flow more with your peers, you relate with them, you tend to share, you tend to tell them your problems, and they help to come in handy for you and help you adjust yourself. They help to develop more effective coping mechanisms for stress. Another point is they help you develop confidence and self-esteem. Now, self-esteem is very, very important. It's so important. There are some people that don't know their self-worth. And because they don't know that, they tend to just eat and shy away from the world and live in their own world, their own life, their own satisfaction. And this, my brother, is not healthy. This, my sister, is not healthy. Another point is change your relationship with food. Some people have a kind of relationship with food, kind of food they eat. Now, when you have a psychotherapy session, you have a counseling session, you have a session with a mental health expert, a social worker, they help open your eyes to the relationship you have with your food. Now, the relationship you have with your food can either be good, can either be bad, can either affect you positively or negatively. When you eat right, you feel right. Now, they help to adjust that. And lastly, they help to make you believe that you can succeed. Now, before all these points can even come to reality, can even happen, you first of all have to believe. You have to believe that it's possible. You have to believe that you can eat well. You have to believe that you can even change and adjust yourself into eating the right amount of food. Some people feel that no, it's not possible for me to eat at small calories of eba, rice, beans. I must continue to eat much. I must continue to eat like 2-3 plates. That once that happens like that, I will die. I'll feel this way. I'll feel that way. No, it's not true. Psychotherapy and counseling can help you adjust, can help you understand that yes, I believe this is possible. And once you believe that, the sky is your stepping stone to wellness, the sky is your stepping stone to total recovery, total health, and total wellness. Lastly, we need to understand our bodies in relation to how active we are in the course of 24 hours. This means that eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner at the right time depends on how well and fast is broken down into calories by our bodies. And I'll conclude by saying that the mind is the epicenter, is the core of eating. It's where, even as you see the food, certain things go on in your head, in your mind, in your spirit, body, and soul. It is a point where good food planning and consumption is first thought of and executed. Now you have to think it, you have to see it in order to execute, in order to eat, in order to consume. This also means that garbage in, garbage out. When you eat rubbish, you get rubbish out. When you eat good food, good healthy food without oil, without all those damaging ingredients. When you eat good food, you get good skin, good appearance, blood flow around your body. Now, if you set your mind to take the good food in at the time that is right for your body, because you understand your body and how your body metabolizes food, you will always enjoy wellness regardless, which can only be derived from a healthy lifestyle, which is obviously visible, or which is visible through your appearance. Appearance is everything. You see some people that have glowing skin, and you see some people that have bad skin. You know, when you drink lots of water and you're hydrated, your skin, there's the freshness that comes with it. But for people who have dry skin and they don't still take enough water, they don't stay hydrated, they are causing harm to their skin, because their skin will start to break. In fact, you tend to age faster when you don't drink lots of water. So the core thing here is that taking lots of water, eating right, eating at the right time, and the relationships you form with people that are close to you, the bonds, is very, very important pertaining to psychology and nutrition. And with this, I'm going to thank you for your time. Thank you for listening to me. I remain Toby, and I hope you learned one or two things. You can contact me on The Nutritionist Company. Follow us on YouTube at The Nutritionist Company. Follow us on Instagram at The Nutritionist Company Nigeria. Follow us on Facebook at The Nutritionist Company. And do have a lovely day.